Hey guys, it's Maggie, Just Enough Eyes. Today I'm going to show you how I like to do my blush and highlight on a daily basis. I already have my foundation and powder done in this video, but I wanted to show you how I usually do it using MAC products. I also show you how I contour for a soft look. I don't always contour my face, but this is definitely the products that I use and the way I would use them. Stay tuned to see how I completed this look using blush, highlight, and contour. Okay, so let's start off with highlighter. So I have been using the MAC Hyper Real Glow Trio. I've been using this for a good year and a half, and I have hit pan on 2 of the shades. So this comes with 3 different colors. One's a very light icy blue, then you get a slight pink and slight gold highlighter. I have hit pan on both of these. I mix my brush in both shades together, and I just found this makes such a nice bright highlight on my skin tone. So going back and forth in those colors, I like to do a C shape. So I go from underneath my brow, top of the cheekbone forward. So I'm doing a nice C shape back and forth. Usually I do this before I fill in my brows so that it doesn't get onto my brow product. So that's what I do with the most product on my brush. Now that I have a bit less, I kind of move outwards, and I actually have been going above my brow just a little bit with just whatever was left on my brush, and then just making a slightly bigger C shape. So that actually helps to blend the edges and soften them. And as I turn my face, you can see that it just makes my skin look more radiant, that I've put a little bit around my brow. Just allows the light to really hit that area. I don't usually do my nose because I am quite oily. You can definitely do that just a little bit down the center. Some people do a dot on the end, which is a very YouTube trend. Generally on clients and everything, that's not something you would do unless they're really going for an Instagram glam look. But I'm just using whatever's left on my brush. You can also do a little bit down on your chin. The more oily your skin is, the less you'll want to highlight, because throughout the day, you're naturally gonna become shiny in those areas anyways. But yeah, especially normal to dry skin, using highlighter will really help to bring back a glow to your skin. Okay, so moving on to blush, I'm doing a slightly pinky monochromatic look today. So I'm going to go in with MAC's blush in Fleur Power. So this is a really nice matte pink blush. I'm going to be taking that on a Smashbox blush brush. So I like to really bring everything upwards just to slim the face and create a more aesthetically pleasing bone structure. As I have my highlight here, I want to have my blush down below and my contour just below that. So they're all kind of together up next to each other, and that allows the cheekbones to really stand out. So with the most amount of product on my brush, I start about halfway on my cheekbone, and I start blending that out forwards and backwards. And as I have less on my brush, once again, I can move further forward and further up. And I'm still kind of blending that into the highlight we just laid down, and that just helps to marry the colors together and just allows it to look a little bit more natural. Sometimes I do a whole blush contour if I'm doing a dramatic look and I take everything up and around, but this would be a more natural look. Sometimes I also do a little bit on the tip of my nose or the bridge of my nose, kind of imitating that I've been in the sun. I did that more in the summer. And that can also just make you look cute, like you're blushing, you're feeling happy thoughts, you look warm, and yeah, like you're in a good mood. So I like to do just a little bit on the nose. Some people go quite dramatic with that as well, but for like an everyday look, you don't need to apply that much. So next for contouring, it depends what look I'm going for. Sometimes I use the MAC blush in Taupe, which is this one here. So this gives quite a cool shaded look where it does look like a really natural contour on a fair skin tone. Otherwise, I use the MAC matte bronzing powder. which has a little bit of a warmer tone, especially if you compare it to taupe. You can see how much more gray this looks. But when I do apply this to the skin, it is very sheer. I'm going to be using the bronzer today. So I like to have my contour here a little bit more intense than around the forehead, and on most days I actually just do highlight and blush because I'm fair. I feel like it works out, but I know some people are contour, bronzer every single day. So I'm taking the same brush that I used for blush. I'm going to be following the top of my ear forward and still staying close to that blush, but just right on the underside. So I'm really doing back and forth motions here, cutting out the cheekbone a little bit. And then we can come up to the temple. My face is quite oval, so I don't do too much to like change the shape of my face. But I can kind of do the top of my forehead where it looks like I got a little bit of sun, which I actually did this summer, so that's good. Taking it all around. And I don't always do a nose contour either, but I think I should show you in this video in case you're interested on how I would do that and what kind of look that can produce. But just be sure to blend everything out. You don't want it to look like really unnatural in daylight. Yeah, I do really like how the matte bronze from MAC, it's not nearly as warm as the other 3 bronzers that they have, so I think this works the best for like a contouring. It's kind of a contour and bronzer together for me. Okay, so I will show you, I'll contour with a fluffier brush. This one's from Sigma, and I'm going to use the taupe blush. So just very softly taking a little bit. I like to start up in my brows first and pull that forward. So we're creating a line from the brow down. Usually we want to slim the face a little bit. And this is, you know, it really depends if you're changing your face a lot. I'm just trying to exaggerate the shape that I have. You can even bring the tip of the nose up a little bit as well. And then if I really wanted to have a stronger contour, I could even take this smaller brush and really carve out just right at the back where I started my contour, just to have that be a little bit more bold and dramatic, and it won't add too much warmth to the shade that we already put down. So that's how I like to finish my looks using these MAC products. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.